All right, Shalom. We're the brothers from the GMS Indianapolis camp. We'd like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone who rule well. And Shalom to you sincere, hopeful elect brothers and sisters listening and learning. And to you brothers preaching and teaching the truth to the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, just me and the brother Yeromia, Nathan, and brother Yeromia, we just, just in transit, man, just gonna, hit the button, man, just move through the spirit. Go ahead.
This is 2 Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sun.
Right, and how do you measure the time diligently? All right, through the scriptures. All right, through the news, you know, what's going on, local, regional, world news, staying in tune to what's going on. All right, being circumspect. All right, understanding the times we're in through what? The scriptures of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, through the prophecies. Okay, all right, yep, go ahead.
Is Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 6. It says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua power, keep not silence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, and he set up watchmen, all right? Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua has set up men, all right? Yes, men, all right? He don't have to leave his throne to come down and teach every individual. No, he set up men, ambassadors, all right, that are representing him in his stead to come out and through the four corners of the earth to preach and teach this word, man. All right, that's why, just like we're doing right now, via this electronic epistle, which an epistle is a letter. All right, he set up watchmen, all right, and we're the ones filtering the news through the scriptures, and then what? Giving it to the hopeful elect of our people. All right, and also showing the judgments to the 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are set to be destroyed because you're rebellious and you refuse to return back to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua, because ultimately what? He has y'all blinded. And then also to the other nations, because we have the children of Israel that are scattered amongst the other nations that look like the other nations, known as what? The speckled birds / Israelite foreigners. Okay, plus these heathen are going to hear the judgment too of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua. And in our main who we're prophesying against is America, Babylon the Great, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and all his dwellings. All right.
Verse 7. It says, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Right, and give him no rest. All right, so we're working, we're doing this work week in and week out, posting our videos. All right, going on the highways and byways. All right, until what? Until salvation comes. Until the Lord closes this ministry up. And until everyone's heard this word and the elect has been sealed. All right, which ultimately the elect is already sealed. It's just a process to getting them sealed. All right, because everything was set up before the earth was even created. So here it is. We have to live out this this movie that the Lord set up. So that we got to go through the whole script, the whole movement of what the Lord's plans are. Because the victory, once again, the victory is already written. So we're just playing it out. Go ahead.
Back in 2 Esdras chapter 9 and verse 1.
Yep.
Verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, see? If you go to Isaiah 46 and 10. Yeah, because, the times past which he told us before. See, the Lord isn't, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua isn't hiding anything from us. He's telling us exactly how it's going to go down. Now, we don't have the specific details, but we have the overall view on what's going to happen on the earth here. All right, so, and that's how you know the times we're living in. We know we're at the end of the end. Obviously, the end started when Yahweh Shai got put to death on the cross, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, man. All right, so now we know we're at the end of the end because what? We're seeing the wars and rumors of wars, right? We're seeing the earthquakes in diverse places. All right, we're seeing the pestilence. We're seeing the famines on the horizon. All right, so the Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua is moving. His judgment's going out throughout the earth, and his prophecies are being fulfilled as we speak. Go ahead.
So Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10, it says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Right, see? Declaring the end from the beginning. All right? So, here to Isaiah 42, I think it's around the verse 9 or 7. It's something similar. But yeah, so he declared the end from the beginning. So, like he said, he's laid it out for us. And, and he's not hiding us. That way, there's going to be no excuse when judgment rains down, because Yahweh Shemashai gave you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, those of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, a chance at repentance, man. Because it's only opening up to the children. Repentance is only for the children of Israel anyways. All right? So you're going to be in a bad case if you didn't listen to the men of the Lord. You wanted to follow after these other gods and philosophies, when the Lord told you not to do those things. And he gave us all the steps to avoid the heavy judgment, right? And he gave us the steps to enter into salvation. But guess what? Remember, the children of Israel are a rebellious house. Just like the Lord said, he said, they're a rebellious house. He said, they didn't even listen to me. So they're not going to listen to you. So ultimately the Lord, like I said, he's blinded the minds of the people he truly don't care about, all right? That's why he's setting aside an elect that's going to understand. They're going to rehearse the righteous acts, or, and stick to his law, statutes, commandments to the best of their abilities, man, all the way into the end, man. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 9. It says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare before they spring forth. I tell you of them. See, Yahweh Shemashai tells us of it. All right. So we have prophecies that have already come to pass and are said and done, right? And then there's future prophecies that are getting ready to be passed that go through, just like the major one, the hour of temptation via the MOT to the B, that Revelation 13:16. All right, the mark. All right, which is the RFID micro C hip. Okay, so you understand. All right, you can go back to the second verse now, unless there's more in there. I don't think there is. I had a reason.
Yeah, go ahead, get your reason. Can you break it down too?
This is well, actually, no, let's go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, get your precept. Yeah.
So Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11.
Yep.
It says, "So shall my word that." It's like it says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it." The words of Yahweh Shemashai are eternal, man. Everything that he said, everything that is, thus saith the Lord, it's gonna happen, man. As we read earlier, he declared the end
from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Yep.
So only the servants of Yahweh Shemashai can understand that, because it tells you in Amos the 3rd chapter that he revealeth the secrets unto his servants the prophets. And this is actually plain. Like the Lord is telling you plain. But it asks, but you have to have faith in order to really understand. And that helps understand that everything is on the Lord's time.
That's right.
Just like it says in the book of Peter, I believe it's 2 Peter. It says a day unto the Lord is as 1,000 years. So everything is on. Yahweh Shemashai is moving on a completely different level, man.
Yep. That's why it says, neither is your... read up a couple of verses. Was it your ways are not my ways? Same chapter.
Yeah. It says Isaiah chapter 55 in verse 9. It says, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts your thoughts."
See? Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So you gotta understand, man. We're talking about the creator of of the earth, man. He created spirits.
Yeah.
He created. He created your spirit. this is a all knowing power.
Yep.
You know that we worship, man. You know, man can only think so far. You know.
Yep.
But when it comes to Yahweh Bashim Shai, he's the director, man. You know,
Yep.
he's in control of literally everything, man. You know, free will doesn't exist, man. You know,
Yep.
only an Edomite would have that type of mentality. You know, to be able to think that they have their own will, to be able to do whatever it is that, you know, that doest thou wilt spirit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But really, Yahweh Bashim Shai controls these devils, man. The Lord set the wicked up.
Yep.
Proverbs chapter 16:4.
Yeah, go ahead, get it.
Use
Yeah.
that for example.
Yeah, because really, that's an anti-Christ spirit, man.
Yeah.
To think you can just do what you want to do, you know, that's anti of the Lord, man. But
It's Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4. It says, "The Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil." So the Lord created everything for himself, man. All right, even the wicked for the day of evil, the wicked being Esau, Edom, the Lord created him to be destroyed, really.
yep,
You know, because this is a man he's not profitable to the earth. He's destroying the Lord's creation.
yep,
So the Lord is just using them, as what a whooping stick. You know, the Lord is using them, for His will, really.
yep, yeah,
But at the end of the day, He's just gonna get rid of them, man.
Yep.
Just like how somebody will hire a temp to do a job. Once the job is done, they give him the check and let him go.
yep.
All right, but Esau's not gonna get no check.
Right. Oh yeah, he gonna get a payment.
Yeah.
It's gonna be death and destruction.
God,
yeah,
God,
you know, and it's slavery for 1,000 years, and then be burnt alive, burnt up. Yep. So that's because like Romans 6:23 says, what the wages of sin is death, and Esau promotes sin. He's the man of sin. You know, son of perdition. Okay. So this dude, when it comes to wickedness, man, he's the best at it, man. You know. You go back.
This back in 2 Esdras chapter 9 and verse 2, it says, "Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made."
Yep, and then now we're understanding that. All right, via his scriptures, via his prophecies, man. That like, oh shit, the Lord is right at the door now, man. All right, so that's why we're getting excited, because we're already in that spirit of hastening the coming of Yahweh Bashim Shai, because we're seeking after that new heavens and the new earth. You know, we're looking for a refreshment, man. Even our own selves, like these wicked ass chains of darkness called bodies, man. We're looking to be 100% perfect, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. You know, you don't want to stay in this body, this vile body, because you get tormented by all types of demons and on top of that, you know, you live in a society to where Esau, he studied Jake's body, man.
Yep.
You know, he knows how to make people sick and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Wadi Al Bashim Shai, the Lord opened us up to this truth, you know, so that we can understand these things and avoid them. But you see how the effect it has on our people, man.
Yep.
And how Esau knows how to pitch you in a certain situation to the point to where, you know, you eventually have to go to these, you know, go to Esau, you know, for help or whatever, right? You know,
Yeah.
you see our people, you know, we as a nation, you know, we're struggling financially, man.
Yep.
All right, and so what does Esau do? He sets up all the, you know, he even sets up where you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans live at, man. Or he has Jacob in the ghettos and the hoods, man. And what you see in the hoods, man, you got corner stores. They got what, chips, soda, fucking
honey buns.
yeah, honey, all this madness, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Like Esau did all this shit by design. So like, I don't mean to go on a rant.
No, it's a spirit, because like I said, no grocery stores.
Yeah,
So Jake is just a convenience store monster, man. You know?
Yeah.
And it's nothing but the unhealthy shit.
Just a bunch of chemicals in these chips, man.
Yep.
You know, like,
yep. Nothing but GMOs, man.
then you end up getting sick. Now you gotta go to the hospital. And then Esau's gonna pump you up with even more drugs.
Yep.
So this place is just complete hell, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know, from Satan and the demons to and spiritual demons, Satan's physical counterpart, Esau Edom, man.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says verse 3. You know, which is why Yahweh Shemashah is gonna destroy this place, man.
That's right.
All right, because all this stuff isn't happening for no reason, man. All right, verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
And that's what you're saying, like we mentioned earlier. Yeah, you've seen the earthquakes. If you got an earthquake app, that shit is nonstop. You know, all different types of places throughout the four corners of the earth. Right? And then you're seeing uproars of the people. These people aren't happy, man. Why? Because wicked rulership. Proverbs 29:2 talks about what? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And you see, majority of these people are mourning. All right? And then if they are smiling and laughing, it's just temporary. You just get moments where you can smile.
You get pockets of happiness.
Pockets of happiness,
in
right.
this hellhole.
Yep.
You know, like, sometimes you gotta laugh shit off.
Laugh to keep from crying, you know?
Yeah.
But see, that's the difference between us. Sorry to cut you.
Oh, no, it's like a good
But that's the difference between us of the hopeful elect, you know, because we have hope in Yahweh Shemel Shai. We have hope in His Word. You know, that's what comforts us. But these people that don't have Yahweh Shemel Shai, they're completely through. They're banking off of their 9-to-5 jobs. They're just hoping they can just make it to that glorious weekend and turn up for 2 days of binge drinking and doing drugs and false hopes and false relationships, just to reset and get depressed Sunday night, knowing they have to go to that bullshit job on Monday and do it all over again, and then drink themselves stupid the next weekend, and the continuous cycle until they kill themselves, man. It's really a slow death. These people are living. They're really living a slow painful death, man, because their health is shit. They don't work out. They have nothing to look forward to. Everything's in the moment, and their hope is in vain, man, because they're hoping that this society figures out how to turn all this madness around, man. Right. President after president, government official after official, man. How long will you motherfuckers keep voting the same bullshit policies, man, that never change anything? You know?
In which the elites, they're in control. The elites, they're in control of everything that's going on. At the end of the day, so really, they're fooling you people to go vote for the next president or
illusion of choice.
Illusion of choice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I keep.
Yeah, go ahead.
This 2nd Esdras chapter 9 and verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yep, see? Even from the beginning. Like, once again, it said the Lord laid it all out. He gave us what was going to happen, man. So we're not surprised. Like I said, we're actually looking forward to the calamities and destructions that are coming upon the face of the earth, chiefly here in America, Babylon the Great, man. Because this fucking society has been uplifted in complete pride, man. They really think they're going to get away with their wickedness, man. But see, Yahweh Shemel Shah said what? For wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, meaning what? The Lord is about to rain hella judgment, because guess what? These people walked in great pride. They thought nothing was going to happen. They thought they were going to continue to say, oh, it's June, it's Pride Month. And the Lord hates pride, man. And then you turn the rainbow into something disrespectful, man. Like this alphabet community shit, man. You push it on the children, man. You know? And that's completely against the Lord, because, look, you can't even be fruitful and multiply, man. You can't, Man, go ahead. What you gonna say?
Yeah, that's why the Lord gonna burn these niggas, literally.
Yeah.
Like the Lord is gonna have you die in nuclear missiles. I should say plural.
Yep.
You know, Hey man, because this, hey man, to be in America, man, like
this is America right here. This fucking guy in a wheelchair lost somewhere between lost and found. You know, one leg, just drunk as fuck. You know, damn near gonna get hit in the street, man.
Yeah.
But proud for it, pride for man.
Hey, it's poor people that's proud here about.
Yep, and the Lord hates that.
Yeah.
He said, "I hate a poor man that's proud."
Like,
you know. See, Yahweh Shema Shai is against all this shit, man. What people find, oh, he's not doing any harm. You know,
as long as he's not hurting nobody.
Yeah, as long as he's not hurting nobody.
As long as he ain't doing it to me. Like,
yeah, he ain't doing it to me. Well, I just stay in my lane, you know. Fuck that low level shit, man. You see wickedness, you're supposed to hate it.
That's right.
You're not supposed to uplift it or just act or turn a blind eye to it. No, you call that weak shit out, man. All right, that's why the Lord's gonna destroy all you niggas, man. They said, though hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You fucking people try to, especially you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, 2/3 of y'all try to save Esau and save these fucking weirdo people, man, and try to give them an excuse, man. Well, guess what? Matter of fact, you get Isaiah 5, woe to them to call evil good. Yeah, man. Because that's the majority of you motherfuckers, man.
I got it.
God, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Right, it says, woe, destruction unto you, right? For them that call evil good and good evil. Because look, they'll get mad at us for teaching it. Look, that's pride. That's pride. Just fucking wait, man. Motherfuckers rather just get ran over by us instead of just waiting. You know? Maybe they're hoping to get hit, you know what I'm saying? Take them out of their misery. You know what I'm saying? Look like Elmer Fudd, man. Through his hell. But yeah, man. And that's what's happening. Look, here it is. We're preaching righteousness, you know? We're out here on the highways and byways week in and week out, preaching the words, thus said Yahweh Shema Shai, the scriptures. And people look at us like we're fucking wicked, like we're the worst thing. You would have people say we're worse than the KKK. Are you fucking kidding me?
That's how much, it goes to show how much this world hates us, man.
Yeah.
Because